Hey guys, I haven't made a video like this in quite a long while, but I read this recently with Windows 11 and their developer builds and beta builds, and how they're basically going to pivot in a direction that I was afraid they were going to pivot for a long time, and I'm surprised it took them this long to actually go through with this. So, for a little bit of background, ever since Windows 8, 8.1, and then into 10, into 11, Windows incentivized you to make your computer account through your Microsoft account, which would unlock all sorts of things that you could use in Windows, like OneDrive syncing and backing up your desktop between computers, kind of cool stuff, but some people just want their computer to work offline. Like, it basically means that you have to have an always on internet connection when you're installing Windows. And most people, especially when you come from a background of Windows 7 and anything before that, you were used to just making your user account locally and you were just done with it. It didn't provoke you at all, it just worked. And in Windows 11, they made it as hard as possible in this most recent update that has not been pushed out to the general, I whatever it's called, the stable branch, I think, or the public release branch, or whatever it's called. There's going to be confusion among users once this gets pushed out. So we're going to walk through the process that you need to go through to make sure that when you install Windows, you install it on a local account, no Microsoft account attached. So we're going to go ahead and install Windows in this VM I made right here. And I'm getting all this information off of the Windows 11 forums, or just 11forums.com. They provide a lot of really good information on tweaking and just general support on Windows 11. So, really good resource if you want to install Windows 11. I don't have a product key. Really good resource if you just want to get into messing around with Windows 11 more than just the surface level, or any version of Windows for that matter. So you just choose whatever version of Windows you want to install. We'll do Pro. Why not? Accept the agreement. Go ahead and make your partition. You don't need to do this create partition. If you just select the unallocated space, it goes ahead and does it for you. But if you like seeing the whole process, there it is. Go ahead and hit next. Confirm. And we're going to install. So this is going to take a minute, and I'm going to pause the video and we'll get back when it's about done. Okay, we rebooted a couple times and we are finishing up the installation, and we're going to get into the out-of-box experience, or OOBE, which is where you set up your user account, all your tailor-made settings, and change all those settings that Microsoft promises that you're actually setting when you say they're not going to take your data, and then they probably do. So that's just the nature of how it works. But to make that a little bit less, I want to say, prevalent, we're going to make sure that we don't install with a Microsoft account. And to make sure, actually, we're going to try something. So we can go to our VM real quick, go to the settings, go to options. Actually, it's right here. We're going to disconnect the LAN, and we're going to see what it does. Because I think if I don't have any LAN, it should literally be like, we can't finish this setup right now, man, sorry. So we're gonna, I think it's at this point where it's, yeah. So yeah, it literally just stonewalls you and says, hey, we can't finish this installation because you're not on the internet. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to reboot. And we're going to take a couple extra steps right before the keyboard part where we can make sure to bypass the Microsoft account settings. So we're going to move on as we did normally. Pick your country, pick your input, and here's where things change. So you're going to press Shift and F10, and that'll bring up a command window. Now what you used to be able to do, I'll pull it up right here. Yeah, here we go. So what you used to be able to do is enter this command, this mschxch local only, and it would let you bypass the entire account process, and it would just make a normal user account like this. And this is all from 11 forums. I'm gonna have it linked in the description if you want to read more. But as it says right here, yeah, starting in build 26200, which is what we're on, Microsoft is removing this command script, so we're going to have to do this string of settings. So here we go. We're going to go to our command prompt. Go ahead and open regedit. Go back in full screen. And you're going to want to navigate to local machine, software, Microsoft. Scroll the way down to Windows. Current version. Scroll down a bit. You're going to get to OOBE. So we have a couple things in here, and you hit new. You're gonna hit DWORD 32-bit. It's gonna be called the bypass NRO. So you're gonna open it, put a 1. There we go. And now we're going to shut down. The easiest way to do this from the command prompt is to type shutdown /r/t 0. And we still have our Ethernet disconnected, at least I think we do. So we're gonna move on. And there we go. We have the I don't have internet button this time. And finally, you can make a local account. So we're just going to call it whatever. I don't want a password. You can go ahead and uncheck all of these. That's usually what I do. And we can reconnect the internet now. I thought there was an easier way to do that here. No, we gotta go to settings. And then Windows is gonna do its whole process, setting up a user profile. So after a while, it does its little thing, and now we're in. And I can just change the resolution real quick. There we go. The next thing that you want to do, because Windows, when you don't set up with a online account, it will yell at you after a period of time and say, let's finish setting up your account. So I think you could actually just type finish setting up. Yeah, here we go. So you can uncheck the suggest most ways to get out of Windows to finish setting up this device. Okay, so I poked around a bit and there don't seem to be any other settings for that, but another tool that you could use, yeah, whatever, get on with it, is Win Arrow Tweaker. This is a little program. You can get it for free. That's right, you gotta scroll all the way to the bottom to find the download link. Oh, why do you gotta make it? Oh, it's right there. My bad. Could have just searched the word download. Doesn't really matter. So go ahead and extract, run, go through the whole user setup. It won't ask you to install any other software, so don't worry. And accept the agreement, give it elevated permissions, and now you're in. So from here you can do all kinds of stuff to just make Windows 11 less crappy from the get-go. Like you can disable Copilot, which is one thing that I think everybody should be doing. You can disable all the ads in the start menu. I don't think there's anything else in here. Let's just search for like yeah, see, there we go. See, we already disabled it because we did it in the Windows setting. So we're gonna go ahead and reboot. And this isn't a perfect example because Windows doesn't bitch at you immediately, but so we're booted in and we still have Copilot apparently. I guess that didn't work. Well, we can get rid of it a different way. We can just go to installed apps, just hit Windows key X to bring that menu up. Go ahead and uninstall it, and it's gone, just like that. It might add itself back later, but I haven't looked deep enough into that to figure out if that's the case. But at any rate, you should have, if you followed all those steps successfully, installed a local user account without having to deal with any stupid OneDrive nonsense. See, we're not even signed into OneDrive because we didn't give it any account or anything. So you can rename the account, you can do whatever you want with it. This is your account. You're not tethered completely to Microsoft, and I think that's the way that it should be. And hopefully Microsoft keeps those registry keys enabled in the setup, or we're gonna have some really dark times ahead. They already made it difficult by getting rid of the whole commandlet that skips that part of the OOBE, but we'll see. Someone will find a mod around it anyway, and when they do, maybe I'll bring that up to y'all as well. So that's it. thank you for watching.